What's up, geeks and gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video, and today we are talking about High Republic because I have upset a great number of people with my comments on the High Republic by calling it SJW garbage. So many people are very offended. The people that are obsessed with race and gender are now upset because I called the High Republic SJW garbage. So let me clarify, because a lot of times, you know, we have to do things with YouTube titling and algorithm, and sometimes we just say things and we don't think about the context to it, and I totally understand that. So let me clarify. When I did say that the High Republic was SJW garbage, what I actually meant was the High Republic is SJW garbage. That's exactly what I meant. And if that offended you, that is your problem, not mine. And I haven't dealt with this much tears in my comments since I went after the Clone Wars Season 7 and Dave Filoni when I criticized the middle arc of Season 7. Now, ultimately, the end of Season 7 is some of the best Star Wars I've ever seen. But I called Filoni out for those SJW-looking characters. As a matter of fact, I've got it pulled up here. People were really upset with me over these comments right here. Very, very upset with me over that one. Of course, now, if you listen to Twitter, I don't ever criticize Dave Filoni. I've never been critical of Dave Filoni, ever. Ever. Simply because I like what the majority of Filoni has produced. But you're not allowed to criticize Dave Filoni. No. I do not allow it, ladies and gentlemen. I do not allow it. But I haven't had this much people upset. I haven't this many people upset since that right here. Well, now we got people really mad at me over this.
This guy has reached a new level of pathetic. We literally have zero details about the characters in the High Republic, but this guy is already calling it SJW bullshit because there are women and people of color in lead roles in the newly announced High Republic.
Yes, that's exactly why I'm doing it. Okay, that makes sense. Here's another person who screenshotted it. They have a pretty big following, and oh man, they are just like, look at here. Like, it's all about, I'm mad because there's women in it. Like, these people have no clue what's going on. I saw someone, look at there.
I hate geeks and gamers. I hate them so bad. God, I hate that video so much. How the hell can you criticize something you haven't even read? It's so fucking dumb.
They're just really mad, man. They are really mad. I saw someone, oh, look, returned.
WTF, she didn't leave. Oh my God.
There's a lot more. People are so mad at me over this. It has been glorious to watch. Now, with this High Republic nonsense, it kind of goes back into the whole Kathleen Kennedy and her comments about wanting to make Star Wars reflect the world we are in, which is complete bullshit. Star Wars doesn't need to reflect the world we're in, Kathleen Kennedy. Star Wars doesn't need a McDonald's and a Starbucks on the corner. Star Wars doesn't need Wi-Fi. Star Wars doesn't need Amazon. Star Wars needs to reflect the world George Lucas created. And you have destroyed that. You have completely destroyed that. Now, there is the debate as to, are there different factions at Lucasfilm? And if you want to tell me that I'm wrong about that, hey, it's a valid point. I don't know for a fact that there are different views or factions at Lucasfilm. But when you look at it and you want to make an educated guess, then you do have to notice that there is a clear difference in The Mandalorian and the sequel trilogy. There just is. Now, there are things that have intertwined, and I just brought up the fact that the middle 4 episodes of the Clone Wars very much felt like a deviation from everything else that we have seen from Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau. That just felt very odd. You had the Bad Batch, which was really cool. You had the Siege of Mandalore, which was fantastic. But you had this middle 4 episodes that wasn't necessarily SJW, but it definitely felt strange and completely out of place and pointless to the overall story. So the question is, why did it exist? And I don't have the answer for that. And I don't know for a fact if there are different factions, but I do believe, based on how we've looked at it, it does feel that there are different visions going in different directions at Lucasfilm. At the end of the day, Kathleen Kennedy is still the president of Lucasfilm. We've heard a lot of rumors about her lack of involvement here or maybe her lack of power here, and I can't confirm that at all. But when you look at what's going on, it's just clear that there is some different ideologies. Now, you could say that happened to Marvel Cinematic Universe. You can look at the MCU and the movie side, and then you can look at the Marvel Netflix template, and those were clearly different visions. Now, clearly Kevin Feige was involved in all of it, and Kevin Feige has been at the forefront of all of it, speaking directly on it. We don't hear Kathleen Kennedy talking about a lot of things about the inner workings of Star Wars. We hear her talk about the overarching, we have to get more representation and we have to get more women involved. And that's really all she ever talks about. She doesn't talk about Star Wars. She doesn't talk about, the continuity. She doesn't talk about growing the universe. She talks about pushing identity politics into it. That is what she focuses on. And people have a strong opinion on that. If you don't agree with that opinion, that's totally fine. But the problem is it seems like the people that don't like other opinions want to slander and lie and manipulate and twist everything that's being said. And again, if you think calling me a racist and a sexist is going to hurt my feelings, you've been calling me that since I started criticizing The Last Jedi. You ignore the fact that Geeks and Gamers has a wide range of people of all sexes, colors, religions, and political opinions, and those are people that I have chose to have on my team. There are people that blatantly disagree with my opinion on politics, and I welcome that. There are different races, there are different genders. We have an entire women's team at Geeks and Gamers, but Jeremy hates women at Geeks and Gamers because you don't do any research whatsoever. So if you're offended by me having a critical opinion of the High Republic based on what we saw and based on Kathleen Kennedy's words, I say good. I say continue to cry, continue to screenshot my videos, continue to talk about how bad of a person I am, because at the end of the day, the only thing you can do to hurt me is to ignore me. If you mention me in any way, shape, or form, I win. And that is the beauty of being in my position. You cannot hurt me. My job is to get a reaction. I will speak on how I feel about what's going on. I will not let social media determine it. I'm literally making this video because people are crying about me. So I'm going to utilize your hate. I'm going to monetize your tears, and I'm going to be more successful because of it. And you're just going to continue to be upset. You're going to lose sleep at night over me. I am going to make money off of you, and I'm going to continue to live the best life I possibly can, and I will continue to be proud of who I am, and I will not pander to an angry mob of people on social media. I never get on Instagram. I never get on Instagram anymore. I've made maybe less than 5 posts in the last year. I don't get on Facebook, and thank God I'm off of Twitter now. So yeah, I get on Twitter to follow news and try to keep up with things, but I don't actively get on Twitter and engage because there's no winning. You can't win if you start engaging with people, but you can win if you use their nonsensical tears against them. And I heard people say, I bet he's a Trump supporter. You bet your ass I'm a Trump supporter, and I'm not ashamed of it because so many people have tried to weaponize opinions because they live in this bubble and they only listen to one side of the equation. And if you disagree with my politics, that's perfectly okay. Can you say the same about me? That is the question. And we all know you can't. You're not allowed to accept a Trump supporter in your little bubble. You're not allowed to tell your followers that you accept different political opinions. I can, and I do. I have Biden supporters on my team at Geeks and Gamers. Can you accept Trump supporters in your little world? Go ahead. Publicly say that you'll accept Trump supporters in your community. I dare anybody that takes screenshots of my videos and tries to cry about it. I dare you to tell your community that you welcome Donald Trump supporters in your community. I fucking dare you. You can't do it because you will be eaten alive by the social justice weirdos that follow you. And that is the beauty of being me. I'm not a coward like you. You guys have a great day. Thank you very much for checking out this video. Solo lost money. Raylos are weird. Fuck Lucasfilm. And we will talk to you later.